Hi, and welcome to the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind for Thursday. I was almost said Monday, August 13th, 2026. Today, we're going to be talking about creating an AI agent to help us with Substack, but the techniques that are going to be shared today will help with any type of AI agent that you're trying to put together. We'll be introducing Bo McCoy here in just a moment.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, you may share your screen. This is Bo
Share my screen.
McCoy here to share with us about creating an AI agent.
So, hello, I'm Bo McCoy. I'm an identity coach. I'm also a total work in progress every day, all day long. I'm either giving out or receiving. So right now I'm giving. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to teach you guys how to use Claude in a special way. It's going it the start of this will be demonstration, but while I'm demonstrating and we're doing other things, I'm going to have the chat bots working for us while we're talking and demonstrating so that when I come back, I can grab the information and we can do a live build. Okay, so who wants to let me choose you? Like, Pikachu, I choose you. I'm just kidding. Does anybody want to volunteer to tell me what you do? And so I'll take your example and I'll go into ChatGPT and I'll start the work there and finish with Claude. So who wants to volunteer? You don't have to know
Allie or
anything.
Sheila, which one?
Sure, I will. I'm not really sure how to answer the questions, but I will
It's okay.
volunteer.
What is it? What do you do online? What are you a coach or
Yeah,
teacher?
I'm a coach and a writer and a
Okay.
speaker.
Okay. And who is your target client?
I would say mostly women, but not necessarily women who are uh, tired of sacrificing themselves and learning how to be sovereign.
Sacrifice. Okay. So, how am I okay to use the phrase women's empowerment? Is that
Of
okay?
course, yes.
Does that, okay, that flows. All right. So, watch what I'm doing. This is important. So, I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, I am giving a live talk with a group of coaches. One of them is a women's empowerment coach. Doesn't worry about spelling, by the way. Women's empowerment coach, and she needs 150 women empowering statements she can use for marketing. Now, I'm gonna hit submit and it's gonna go to work. Now I'm gonna wait till you start to see it because I want you to see the output. So there's see it's giving me those now. Okay. See how it's giving me those?
Yep.
How cool is that? First of all, I assume everyone's already doing that. Okay. And if you are, perfect. If you're not, you just learned something. Okay. So in a minute, we're going to come back. We're going to grab these. But for now, I want to show you what Claude can do. Let me go to my screen, hit OK here, click on that. Oh, I've got to minimize this. Sorry, I've got some stuff in my way. There we go. I've got to go back over here now. All right, can you still see my screen, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my model that I use every day. And I'm clicking on it. It's right here in the corner. See this little icon that I've got here? I'm clicking on it. When I click on this, oh, come on, please don't tell me it's not going to work in live. Oh no, it's not working in a live environment. Hold on. Oh no, this is not cool. Why would it not be working? Oh, it's not letting me click on it because I'm showing my screen. Let me see if it'll let me here. Oh, why would it not let me do it in a live environment? Okay, so we're gonna have to go to plan B. I will show you what it looks like in another location. I can't believe that actually. That kind of blows me away. I never have had to do that. So we're going to go to begin purpose and I'm going to go to my forward slash. I have this hidden over here for myself. Now I've got to figure out the URL because I don't save it. I apologize. This is a technical snafu.
No
I do it
worries.
I didn't realize it wouldn't let me get
You,
to.
oh, that's,
I didn't realize it wouldn't let me get to it.
You still know more
Um,
than me, Bo, so it's okay.
it's okay. We're gonna get through this. Marketing. I think it's marketing. No, it's not marketing. Oh, this is so bugging me right now. Okay. Oh, there it is. It opened. Thank God. Can you see it?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Whew, I was beginning to wonder. All right, so there we go. There, it just opened. I don't know what, there was some lag. Maybe that's what it was. So this is what it looks like.
And can
I
I
said,
interrupt for a minute? Is that Claude that you're opening then?
I no, this is a
It's the,
Google Chrome extension.
Oh, okay.
This is something I built, and this is what I'm going to teach you how to build.
Ah, okay.
Totally, it's a lot simpler than it looks, and normally there's no lag. Sorry about the lag. So let me just
it
kind of give
could
you the
have been
full.
because you were over on ChatGPT as well. And
It's
it,
possible. So I wanted you to see what happened when I clicked on. I'll click off, and then I'll click back on, and let's let it open again. There it goes. So this is what it looks like when it opens, and you see where it says I have 1,050 posts already preloaded. Okay, so when I get ready to post something, if I want to do a soft sale post, let's say I'm on a website and I want to do a soft sale, I click here and I can read and see what it says, and if I like it, if I like it, I can go ahead and copy it. If I don't, I can click this again and it'll give me another one. I can click it again and it'll give me another one, and so forth. I usually start here. I click that. And so let's say I was on Facebook and I wanted to leave a post. This is watch how fast I can post my stuff now. I can come here and just go boom, boom. It's already posted. And as you can see, it's the same as here. And I could add to something and then make it a cool post. I could add some images if I want and make it a cool post. I'm not going to post that. I just wanted to show you how easy that is. So I need you to see, look how cool this is. What I did was I created a 30-day marketing project that I'm going to cycle through, and I go through day 1 through 30. And so at each day, I click on the day 1, it tells me what I'm supposed to post. I copy it, I come over here and I post it. So you can see how fast it makes my daily work. Okay. And our person, what was her name, dear?
Allie?
Allie?
Allie.
Allie, yeah. Hey, yeah, Allie. So you're a writer. Technically, you could take one of your books and or publications and feed it to Claude and have it break it down into 30, 60, 90, 120 days worth of postings,
Oh my
and
God.
Claude would do that for you. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
and so see how cool that is? And I
Yeah.
built now here's the part that you're going to need to hear. I did that for free. 100% of what you're looking at, I built it myself. So I didn't pay a dime to nobody. So let's go back. And here's where we were setting it up. See this? This is a
Hmm.
nice, this is a nice, let's assuming we were going to post these. I'm going to show you how this works. Now, first things first, in the instructions that I gave you, the purpose of the thing is to install Claude on your computer. And the Claude icon is an orange starburst, excuse me, it's this orange icon with a white starburst. And you have to download Claude, and I'll show you where to go get that. And as I'm typing, let's go get this over here so you can see it. Man, this thing keeps dropping down and getting right in my way where I need to type. Literally every time I go to type something, it's right in my face. So let's go to Claude. I'm just going to go to claude.com, and it's going to take me, I believe, to the front. Yeah, well, that's actually, I'm going to have to log out. Has anybody ever been to Claude? Yes or no? Anybody
Nope.
using Claude? Yes or no?
Everybody except Allie. And I know that Allie and Janae, Janae, did you show up?
I did.
Woo! Okay, okay. Hey, Evelyn,
Okay,
nice
so
to see you too.
as you can see, I have a ton of projects that I work on. I have worked on. This is inside Claude. I don't know if you can see where can you see my cursor now on the side?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when I click on Claude, this is what I see. But I'm also going to click on a new project here. So I'm going to put testing. I'm going to call this one testing. Okay, just because I don't want it to interfere with anything that I'm currently doing. It's going to open up. Now, this is a brand new Claude. Now, consider this the beginning of this training. we're going to remember those 150 things that we just learned over there
Mhm.
from ChatGPT gave us. I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to say, okay, I say, Claude, I am teaching how to make a Chrome extension. All right. I need you to take these 150 marketing marketing posts and put into a simple extension for me. And then I hit period, blah, blah, blah. And then I dumped it in there and it submit. So if you're in Claude and Claude is installed on your machine, instructions are in the document that I gave for the room. So we can't go into that right now, but we will go into this. It's already working. So remember, I had ChatGPT create it. I've got Claude working on it. It's probably going to ask me 3 or 4 questions, and I'm going to show you how this works. It's literally working right now. The reason I wanted you to see this and I wanted you to take you through a build is because I wanted you to see how simple it is. You can do this because so far all I've done is talk to Claude and talk to ChatGPT and get 150 new things to post. And now Claude is literally building the extension for us as we speak. So
Can I
as it's
interrupt you
working,
for
does anybody
just
have
a
any
second,
questions?
Bo?
Yeah, yeah, please. That's what I was gonna say. Anybody got questions right now?
So I I use Claude a lot. And Allie, I know you have Sam, and
Yeah.
Sam knows you so well. And Tracy, you have Finch, and Finch knows you so well. You can just go to them and say,
Mhm.
I want to build this tool. Copy Bo's document over there that I just gave you the link to and paste it in chat and then tell it you want it to create based on the information that it already knows about you,
Yep.
create this extension for me and
Yes.
give me the directions to put into Claude. And then you just take that information and drop it into Claude, and Claude will make you magically this beautiful extension. And then if it's got problems with it, you copy the code from Claude and you go back over to ChatGPT and you paste it back in ChatGPT and say, I like this, I hate that. Fix these parts and tell me what to tell Claude to make work just the way I want it to work. Because ChatGPT already knows you. I have that
Right.
same problem. I'm not going to like teach Claude who I am. I've spent 3 years teaching ChatGPT who I am.
Hmm.
So this is going to be super cool for you guys.
Okay,
I,
so just so kind of, I'm a little lost, and that might just be my brain. Um, so what Claude is actually doing is he's going onto Google Chrome and creating that extension, or he's creating that extension, which then we have to take whatever coding and put into. I just don't understand the.
You don't you're about to get shown the answer to
Okay,
that question in about 1 minute.
okay,
Uh, it's now done, just so you know. While we
uh,
were talking, finished.
okay,
So let me reiterate what it was that Jill was saying. She said that ChatGPT knows her everything she does backwards and forwards. ChatGPT doesn't build extensions. Okay. So what she's saying is that she didn't want to take the time to reteach everything to Claude that took years for ChatGPT to learn. So she's letting Claude can build the extension, but she wants to use the text or the information from ChatGPT, which is essentially what we just did with those 150 quotes. Okay. I took those 150 quotes from ChatGPT, brought them to Claude, and say, here's what we're doing. It's already done. And I'm about to show you how that works here in just a brief minute. So the
Bo,
reason,
Tracy's
yeah,
got a question for you too. So
okay.
Yeah, so the purpose of the extension, just so I'm clear on it, is being able to easily upload these 150 marketing ideas, sentences to different socials, or is it just Facebook?
Oh, anything. Let me show you why. Let me show you. It's not, it's agnostic to Facebook. It can be on any social media. Let me show you one more example. I have another one another extension that I use. Let me see if it'll let me click on it. Um, I'm not sure why my extensions are taking so long to load. That's never happened to me. It's got to be the load of sharing my screen. Anyway, I have another extension that has no written words in it. It has images. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to click on it, see if it'll eventually let me in it. Doesn't seem like it wants to let me in it again, but I have images that I post over on one of the weight loss boards. I like to give out these little seals that says congratulations on your weight loss and blah blah blah. And when I click on that, I can right click on it and give them a seal. Basically, give them an add a girl or an add a boy, and all it is an image. And so I have an entire extension just to carry those badges. One says weight loss, one says 50 pounds, 100 pounds, and so on and so forth. And I use those to congratulate people. And it's almost like a conversation starter. Like, so a lot of people go, oh, that's so fantastic. Thank you. Extensions can do just about anything up into, including, we can't cover the scope of that in here today, but it can also post for you. I cannot cover that today. That is a much bigger project. Okay, so for now, let's go back and look and see what Claude has done for us, and then we'll explain how to install it, use it, etc. So it's going to say, it says it's done. Here's the empowerment quotes extension. So it says it's in a folder. So I'm going to ask it to show it to me in the folder. I usually just open the folder. All right, so then in this case, it's zipped. So here's what's going to have to happen. You just unzip it. And when you unzip it, it creates another file. It's doing it now. All right, so there we go. Believe it or not, that is the extension. So I'm going to copy this entire folder because I don't use my work folder for my extensions. And all I'm going to do is I'm literally going to take it over to my computer. I'm not sure what's going on with my system right now, but every time I click on something, it's barely working, and I don't know why.
It's because we're
And
sharing the screen.
I assume, because yeah, did you see how slow that just opened for me? I've never seen this happen before. Okay, so I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to, I have a little folder over here called Claude, and I put it over here on purpose. Let me get it open real quick. Sorry about all this. There we go. Now, I'm going to drop that folder that I just made in here. You don't have to do what I just did. I'm doing it for me because I need to know where I put it. And so I want to put it in the same spot as I put everything else. So in this case, all I did was take what Claude made and I'm moving it to another folder. You don't have to move anything. You can use it right from the folder from which he created it in. And we're about 20 seconds away as soon as I'm telling you, I've never seen my machine this slow. This is driving me insane. Okay, so then when you go into Chrome, let's assume you're in Chrome and let's assume you have this toolbar here. You want to click on this thing called extensions. I'm going to click on it once because then it shows my extensions that are loaded. Claude, I've got some others. Here's mine that I created, this one here, and then here's my other one that I was telling you about. So I'm going to try to click on that in a minute. But you want to click on Manage Extensions. When you click on Manage Extensions, first thing you do is look over here. You got to be in developer mode, okay? A lot of times, if you're not in developer mode, it looks like that. Click on here to make sure you're in developer mode. This is being recorded, so you can go back and watch this 20 times if you need to. Then you come over here and you put unload and unpack. Okay, so we're going to hit unload and unpack. Now it's going to start looking for an extension. Remember, I just saved it into this folder. I did that on purpose so I would know right where it is. And guess what? There it is. So now all I'm doing, just so you know, what I just clicked on is what Claude made. Does anybody have any questions about what I just clicked on? So this is the exact folder that Claude just made. And I hit select. As soon as I hit select, it goes in. And now I just find it in my list. Begin body. Oh, here it is, empowerment. It's already enabled. This means it's live. This means it's not. So now we're making it live. It is here. I want to go back to this, confirm that I see it in the list. I do. It's right here, empowerment quotes. I always pin it so I can see it. And now you see it sitting there? Can everybody see that? Can everybody see my cursor going over to this purple box?
Yep, I can
Yeah.
see it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna click on that and pray to God that it opens because I've never had, there we go. So there is the empowerment quotes that we just created. And we're gonna pick one on leadership. And then we're gonna, your perspective is a part of your qualification. Very good. Ambition, here's another one. And if you want to copy it, then you can come over here. Remember, someone asked me, I think it was Tracy. Tracy asked me, could you use it at anything? I just posted what I copied right here in this extension bar. And so let me show you. I'll take you to Substack. Because question, you guys just asked, can you do it on Substack? Well, heck yeah, you can. And let me explain how that works. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to show you my extension because I know what's in mine. Well, you know what? We'll use this one. I'm literally fighting. You have no idea how many times I've pushed enter already. I'm getting very frustrated. It has nothing to do with you guys. It's apparently because I'm sharing my screen that none of this wants to work. But I already copied a minute ago. I'm going to paste again. So I copied a minute ago. I'm just going to paste. It's not even letting me do that.
There you go. Paste it.
There it goes. There it goes. So remember, I just copied this from that extension. All I did was click on it and copy and paste. Now I'm not going to post that because it's not anything to do with me and I don't know anything about
Actually,
that.
it might. It's a
Yeah,
good.
that works.
It's a good note.
Yeah.
It's a good note. All right, let's try it. All
Just
right.
post it. Hit
And I'll
post.
put here. I'll put says the group I'm with. Yeah, my machine's dying right now. I'm not sure why, but there we go. There you go. And then now it got a post. Let me see if it'll let me get back to that because that's driving me nuts. That won't. I wanted to show you some other features that you can build in. Let me get everything off my screen and see if it helps the power or whatever is going on here. This is literally unbelievable. If I wasn't in the middle of a training class, I would already be done by now. So let me come back over here because that's going to just get on my nerves. Okay. So the bottom line is I just completed a Chrome extension in what, 25 minutes? And that included my snafus, gaffes, and problems. Okay. So you technically could do what I just did in about 15 minutes. And that is from start to finish. Now, how do you make it more robust? That's would be a question I would ask. Okay. Let me tell you what I did, and it works like a charm. I went over to Facebook I went to my website and I have Claude I have the Claude extension up here. So I went to my website and I did this. I went to begin purpose. And what I did is I clicked on Claude, watch it open right up. There it is. I knew it would. So Claude opens right up. And what I did was I told Claude, hey, Claude, look at this entire website and give me about 300 or 400 really good key either quotes, data points, et cetera, et cetera. It did. It saved it. Then I went over to my other site, which I have two of them. And this one's body mass identity. And I did exactly the same thing over there. So I clicked on Claude. I told Claude, hey, Claude, I need you to get 300 really good quotes, things I can use for posting for social media, and just pull them from my website. It did. So then, remember I told you I promised you a robust experience. Well, here's a robust experience. I then took three or four of the books that I'd written, and this is where this will help you, Allie. I took the books and gave Claude the digital version and said, take these four books, my two websites and create for me a repository of everything that I need when I'm marketing. And so 4 books, 700 quotes, and posts, and it converged into that Chrome extension that you saw that I was clicking on that won't open because of all this other madness. But we at least you got to see it. You got to see what you can do with it. Now, what happens if it's not perfect or you don't like it? Best part is you come here and say, I would like to add a manual quote or cut and paste to the extension. Now, what am I telling it? I want to be able to type my own things, copy and save it to the extension. So it's not just one directional. I'm not just copying from the extension to use on one of my soul servers or Substack. I want to be able, if I find a really good quote or something I really want to use, or maybe I'm typing to somebody and I say something that's brilliant, which happens, most of the time. And so let's say I say something I just really like and I don't want to lose it. I would like to be able to cut and paste that, or excuse me, copy and paste that and put it into the extension. And you can do that too. And that's how this is going to work. So I'm telling Claude to make some changes. So I'll explain it to him. I want to be able to save copy to add them to the list. So now it's going to go and do its work. It's going to go do the work, and it's going to, sure.
Interrupt you for just a second. One other point while you're on your websites and stuff, you can tell Claude to look at the aesthetics of your website and to copy it for making
Absolutely.
your artifacts so it's all matchy if you're like thinking you want to have matchy stuff.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, you can give it, if let's say you let ChatGPT review your sites, if it gave you like what you call a branding statements, all of the things that needs to be required for your brand, colors, style, voice, etc., you can give that stack to Claude and say, incorporate this stack into what you build. And that is another dimension that you can do. So what have I said so far? It can be marketing, it can be books, it can be quotes, it can be marketing, books, and quotes. It could be a ginormous extension that sets in there and it's just waiting for you to click on it. That's it. It's up to you. And I'm showing you how now where we are now is I'm going back to show you how you can make corrections and additions to your extension. This is important because the day is going to come when you go, either you run out of them or you catch yourself doing repetitive stuff. You're not going to want to do repetitive. So you can make corrections on the fly. So I'm going to go back to Claude. It's still working on it, making a few checks on it. Let me see if I can get mine to open up again so we can actually see it. Actually, it would be better if we
I've got
opened up.
Janae over here going, oh my gosh, the idea is in my head. And my mind is just getting like, because you can share these extensions with other people. So not
Yes.
only are you creating an extension for yourself, but you can also give other people access to the extension. So you could do like quizzes or
I could,
create tools for people that they need on the fly. This is just like,
this is the extension right here. I could zip it back or have it zipped up by Claude or whatever, and have them zip it, and I could put it up on Google Docs so somebody else could download it. So yes, you can make these things available to others, but it would be kind of generic towards whatever how they built it. This is definitely when I learned how to do this, it changed everything for me. It cut down my work time on the regular day just down to nothing. And I'm gonna see what it's gonna take to get rid of everything and see if I can actually get to this thing again. It's
This
driving
is
me
going to replace
insane.
a giant notepad file that I have with all these
Yeah,
kind of things, and I'm
I
scrolling
have
through it.
absolutely. So let me go back and look. Okay, it's ready
Or
now.
your
So
Notions board or whatever, wherever you keep your content, like your Notions dashboard, all of that.
right, Right. So I'm going to show this in the folder again. It's going to be zipped again, I assume. Yep, it's going to be zipped. So I'm unzipping it like I did before and waiting for it to load. And as soon as it loads, this is says extension 3. So I'm going to copy that. And again, I'm moving it to a folder. You would not have to do that necessarily. That's a me thing. I bring it over here and then I drop it and I hit paste and it should show there. That's it. And then I come back over here, go back to this little puzzle piece, and I am going to remove the last one
Yeah.
because it is now defaulted. It is now no longer in, it's no longer good. I removed it and then I hit save. I come back and it's not there. So now I got to go back to manage extensions again. I'm going to go back to load and unpack. And then I come back to my desktop where I have my Claude folder and I go back to there's empowerment 3. Remember, it had a 3 at the end. I look to make sure. And I'm loading and unpacking it. And here it is. It's back again. I go back to here and I pin it. So it is back. And it should now, if praying to God, we can open it. Tell you what, let me do this. Let me delete some groups, delete some stuff.
I have a
Let me see if it'll let
question.
me. Go ahead.
How do you, this is really minor. How do you customize the little button, the little,
Oh,
the little,
it's not minor. You see that? That's a
yeah, yeah,
customized one.
yeah.
Okay, so here's what you do. I don't want to open up any folders because I'm praying to God I can open up
Yep.
this extension and show it to you. So, but go to ChatGPT and
Uh-huh.
tell ChatGPT that you need it to create you an icon for your extension. If you
Hmm.
notice, this one has it and it's right
Yeah.
there. Okay, I
Hmm.
created that and then I gave that icon to Claude over here in this folder, right in this section right here. I said, I clicked right here and
Hmm.
I just gave it a copy of the image and dropped it in there. And once I dropped it in there, it will create it for me. Then when I go install the extension, it's already there. I don't have to do anything else. So technically, what we've just done is transform your daily work time down from whatever it took you before to minutes a day. There's no reason
Oh,
why. There's literally no reason why you can't have 2,000 marketing messages in a Claude extension waiting for you just to open the extension. Now, notwithstanding my fight that I've got going on right here, but please forgive me. I had no idea that this was going to be this crazy and I was not going to be able to do this in a live environment, but at least you got to see it. And at least you got to understand what it was I was trying to accomplish with you. Let me see if I can get rid of this. Ah, there we go. One more. I'm going to try to get rid of one more here. I'm still clicking on it and it won't open. Oh, that's driving me insane.
Just click it once and let it
yeah.
give it
So
a
I
second.
have a question. So in the can you schedule things, or does it still require that you go in the extension, copy and paste onto a site? And if
Okay. Remember, I told you you could use it to post.
Mhm.
That is way beyond the scope of this
Your
discussion
class.
today. And I'm going to explain why. Because in order to create a customized script that does what you just asked, it can be done and it's not hard. It's expensive if you go outside and do it, but if you do it yourself, you have to put your Claude key inside the extension. And that means what's happening is that your Claude account, there it is, it finally opened for the love of God. So, do you see what we just made? Now we can type something here and now we can add it to the list. Did you see what I
Oh,
did?
I
Remember?
love it.
Yeah.
See, I
So you
told you it
can
was
have a
possible.
to-do list extension
Yes. I also,
Hmm.
while
with
I'm here,
reminders and it'll pop open for you
now,
at certain times.
while you're here, let me blow you guys' minds.
More.
I'm so this now. If you think that's cool, wait till you see the next thing I'm about to show you. Okay, this is my SEO autopilot. I created this because I was sick and tired of doing research. I was researching so much about keywords and this and that and long tail keywords and whatever. I created, this is called a dashboard. I created a dashboard that lives on in my computer that is this. This is not a website. If you notice, it says users, Bo McCoy, desktop, Claude. Okay, this is my personal, what I call SEO plan, how I use search engine optimization on my website and what I need to do for marketing. So I took all of my marketing ideas and I matched it with my content ideas. And now my content and my marketing and my SEO are tied together through this portal. Now, I wanted you to see what I'm talking about. So I created an entire list of SEO long tail keywords that I wanted to use. And if you see where it says published, that means I have published all of these articles already. That means I'm getting close to the end. Okay. When I get close to the end, I go back to Claude and say, hey, I need a refill. And it will literally take me to day 31 through 60 and refill my keywords for me.
So this is
Now,
like your
this is it.
personal SEM rush. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're going to love it because that's exactly where I got the idea from. I
yeah.
totally
It's
stole
just
it.
too expensive. SEM rush is like $150 a
I
month.
wasn't gonna pay SEMrush. I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
pay SEMrush to do what I could do for myself.
yeah.
Okay. Why would I? I knew I could build this and I built this in less than an hour. And it cost me maybe $20 usage because I did use some credits because it digs pretty hard on this one. This one might cost you $20 to build, but it's totally worth it. Let me show you what's inside here. You're gonna freak. Look at this. I got all the art. When it writes an article for me, it puts it in the list for me so I can see it. If I want to go look at it, here it is. If I want to go back, all I got to do is here. Then I've got another set of articles. There's SEO articles and then there's identity articles. I separated the two. And so I have a whole nother list of articles that I have had Claude write for me. And I put them in here. I review them, read them. And if I need to adjust, I go to Claude, say fix, and he does. Then I have a run log over here. This is basically a running log of everything that I've done. This is my SEO status. I have not updated that lately. I have it. I won't click on this because it will literally show you my email. I tied my dashboard to my Google email, so I don't have to go back to Gmail to go read my email now. I gave it all of the keywords that I care about and all of the froms that I care about and put it in there. And so what happens is it will search my email for me and go, here's the ones that are most important to you today. How cool is that? Right? So then I go to social posts and it'll tell me, it creates me some social posts for the day that are keyword specific. Then I go, oh, this was the one that'll make anybody jealous. This right here, I click on socials. There's all my socials. If I want to go to Pinterest, all I got to do is click and it takes me to Pinterest. If I want to go to Facebook, all I got to do is click. It takes me to Facebook. I want to go to Substack. It's going to take me to Substack. See how fast that is? Everything's in there. I put everything in here. Then now I have a list. Remember, someone asked me, this looks like the ClickFunnels, whatever. So what I did is how I learned how to do this is I took this, I call this the list of shame. I went down and found a whole bunch of tools that people were pandering and selling, and I had Claude review them for me and tell me what pieces and parts of them were worth looking at and what pieces of parts of them were garbage. And it came back and gave me this. And I created this so I could come back and learn. Anytime I want to, I can come back and say, okay, see where it says steal this? It doesn't mean literally steal. It means take the idea and you can use this idea for X, Y, Z. And so it also gives me a lesson plan here on something that if I want to learn something, I created this as my to-do learning list. And the reason I call it list of shame is because of this guy right here. This guy right here, I literally love the idea of what he was doing until I started noticing some discrepancies on the website. So I had Claude look him up and do some investigating. Come to find out, it's complete scam. Not 100%, but maybe like 75. So I needed to know that. So that's why we call it a cautionary tale. And so that's another thing too. And then I have scheduled tasks. These are things that I have Claude doing every single day. You can see the times that I have them running it. And there's a reason for that. I know about what time of the day I'm going to need what I need. So I have it scheduled up and ready to go. So when I come to Claude and I come over here to this left side, I can come here. I got bariatric. I see the hand right here. It's telling me there's something there that I haven't seen yet. So I come here, I can click there. And then when I open this up, it should open up. There it goes, update. And then I'll show every single day I create 3 recipes that I can post that are bariatric friendly because I work in the weight loss space. And so it just created, here's you see, I've been doing this for 38 days now. Here's what it's made for me today. Toasted coconut protein macarons and dark chocolate. And then all I got it, by the way, I could feed these right into an extension if I wanted to. I haven't done that yet, but I could have a post bariatric high protein, low carb diet filled with 500 recipes on an extension, and then I could just use them and drop them anytime I wanted to, but I haven't done that yet.
You could sell
Uh,
that, Bo.
oh, listen, I should be
You could
charging you
get
guys. I should be charging you guys $100 just to be telling you all this stuff.
I know. I'm sitting here and my mind is like
So do you
going
teach
crazy.
this? Do you teach how to construct this, or are you just demonstrating this?
I'm just demonstrating. I'm not.
Okay.
This is for
The
free. This is
goodness of
100%
his
for free.
heart for us.
Wow.
This is totally for free. This is the reason why I'm not going to ask you to pay me anything when it's over. As a matter of fact, I was going to open it up and say, listen, if you're struggling and you're trying to do it on your own and you need to send me a message or need some help and you want to put me on Zoom, I'll talk you through on your end. If you're in this call, which is 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 people, if you're one of the 5 in this call right now, I will help you for free on your own extension. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. If they're not on this call, maybe I'll help you, but I don't I'll consider. But you should have come to the training. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's so much more you can do with what I'm doing. So much more. I'm just showing you the tip of the iceberg. I showed that the dashboard is mwah. It's gorgeous. I can't. I have another dashboard that I use. Let me see if I can find it real quick, just to show you what you can do with Claude. Let me put begin
God
purpose. I
loves that
don't.
background, that creamy tan background. It's just, it's like so vanilla.
Where were we talking about, hon? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just talking about the background of your tool that because I built a
Oh,
couple of things in Claude and it likes that color.
oh,
Um,
I know. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it likes that color so much. Let me look and see what this is. I'm pretty sure it's opening up. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, I'm
You
sorry,
can
that's not
tell
it.
it whatever you want. It'll make whatever colors you want. Those are kind of Bo's colors though. So they
Yeah, they kind of are. Because if you look over here to my websites, which I don't want to open because it's going to drive everything crazy, my machine is choking for some reason today. I'm going to clear off everything up here and see if it'll let me get to my one of my other dashboards. Extensions. No, it's not going to let me get to it without pulling it up. I have another extension that's hidden um, from view. It's my personal one that I use. It has all of my financials and stuff in it, but
really.
I have it hidden in one of my servers. I would love it to show it to you, but in order to show it to you, I would have to stop sharing and put in a whole bunch of stuff and then get rid of some stuff. So, but let's just know this. You can create a dashboard like you see on your screen that will hold your contacts, your CRM contacts, your schedule, a calendar, your email, your marketing, your quick stuff that you need every day. You can, if you can think of it, you can probably put it in a dashboard. Now, dashboards work the same way as extensions. They're just larger. They require more resources. So they do tend to cost $5 to $20 through Claude usage, but that's still a fraction of what you would pay if you went and paid somebody to do this. If I were building this for somebody, $1,000 minimum, 1,000 minimum, because it's going to take me about 3 hours. I've got to spec it out for Claude. I got to tell it what I want. I got to show how to lay out the tabs. But, or you can just take a screenshot of mine right now and say, hey, Claude, build me something cool like Bo's got that does X, da, 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 da. And here's what he's got. I want mine to do this. So I just gave you the cheat code. So all you got to do is follow this plan, screenshot me, tell Claude what you really want in your dashboard. Now it's going to open it up in your local folder because again, this is not on the internet. You see that? This is looking up. This is only on my computer. No one else can see this but me.
Can
But
I ask
that's why go ahead.
can I ask a question about storage? So I just built a dashboard for myself on
Okay,
Claude,
cool. Congratulations.
and thank you. And I used it all week last week, and it wasn't storing the data because I closed my browser, and when I came back and opened it up again, it was empty. So I went back and forth with Claude, like
Okay.
troubleshooting, and it never came to a usable, like all the things it said, do this and this and this, and I did those things. It still didn't work. So I just took the prompt over to Canva because I have a pro Canva, and I recreated it in Canva AI. But
Okay.
what would is it because I didn't have a pro plan in Claude that it wasn't saving the
Yes.
data? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
okay.
It has,
Okay.
you need,
That's what I
you need
thought.
to have you need to have at least I think it's like a $20 plan.
Okay.
And you also in mine, I've had mine, I've come back and my dashboard's been blank, but the data is still there. So what I told Claude, I said, hey, Claude, I had to restart my browser. I lost my dashboard. Can you give me the link? And it says, yes, here's the link. And I said, oh, no, all my data's gone. He goes, no problem. I'll relink it. And he did.
Yeah. So
So,
I put a button, I had Claude add a button that said download the data and then refresh. So I don't need that now in Canva because Canva, it gives you a little baby website to put it on and it stores the data, over there.
I was
But
looking to see if on my big dashboard, the one that you can't see,
mhm,
on that dashboard, it has that refresh that you're talking
that's the
about.
word. Yeah.
Refresh, and I refresh it, and it brings the download. As a matter of fact, let me skip back over here. The articles. Let me do. Let's see what my article count is 23. It might change. No, I think I did this earlier. I did. A lot of times when I come in, I just hit refresh here, and it refreshes for me.
Mhm.
The reason I keep going back and forth is because I want to be able to see your faces and interact with you. So if I'm giving you guys some vertigo there, I apologize. Let's just do 10 minutes worth of questions. How about that? Anybody got any questions?
I'm
Uh,
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yes.
So my question was when you were on that page, so my productivity dashboard, my tasks include Substack, school, YouTube. Yeah, Substack, school, and YouTube. And I have all the tasks and everything, and it tracks over time.
Mhm.
When I saw your page with all of your social media things, so are those nodes, are those, when you click on that, it's not just a link to Substack, or is it?
It is. It is. It is
Oh,
just
okay. Okay.
yeah, it's just
All
a
right.
link. I just did
Okay.
basically that. I just wanted to be able to like if I'm working and I go, oh, I want to post this thing that I just did.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to post it on Substack and whatever.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to have to be typing in the
Yep.
URL each time. So yeah, I just made it as basically a link tree inside my own dashboard.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
so
about to add that. I'm about to add that to my dashboard
it's
because
very, it's very
Pinterest is the other one. Pinterest, Substack, school, YouTube are the
yes.
four, and I would just put those on in one spot. Okay. All right. Cool.
So
This is so helpful. Oh my goodness.
good, good. And you saw how easy it was.
Yeah.
So don't make it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times people get technology freaked, Don't make it hard. You saw how fast it was.
Yep.
And even when we had to remake it, other than my computer running slow as molasses, it works and it works
Yeah.
quick. It's still live. It's still live in my Chrome extensions right now. So
Yeah.
it's 100% usable today now. And we built it in what, 10 minutes? So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can do this. Don't allow yourself to fall into I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. You learn it. You can learn it. If you can learn
And it,
Substack or you can learn a social media platform, you can learn Claude because you know what? All you're doing is talking. And if
and
it,
these make great lead magnets
they
and
do.
and offers. They're things that you can
True.
create and sell because there's so many people don't know how to do this. And that whole extension thing, you
Mhm.
know, I'm going to
I'm
call
taking
Janae out on the base 44 part so you can actually get it onto the play, what do you call
The
them? The
Play Store.
marketplace?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Play Store.
I am not trying to sell this to anyone. I'm showing you that what I just did,
Hmm.
I built the same thing for schools, for schoolers.
Hmm.
And you know, when you're bringing in a new person into your group and they have their name and their email and all that in the initial screen when you're saying yes, you can enter, no, you can't. Well, school wouldn't allow you to save that. You had to cut and paste and cut and paste. I created an agent, which you can see on the screen, that you click when you hit approve, it automatically dumps it to your school lead scout and it dumps it from this to this immediately. And it runs up here in the toolbar just like an extension. And I built that for that reason. And if you look, this is really cool. This is a really good graphic to show you what you can do. You can build this for yourself. You don't need me. Yeah, this is I'm selling this $29. You don't need it. You can build it yourself. It's literally you go to this page if you want a cheat sheet. Go to school for school / lead hyphen sync and or catch it up here lead hyphen sync agent right here. Click on that, copy the whole page, put it in the Claude, and say build me one of these, please, and it will. You don't need to pay
And
me, but this is just
and we are going to put your link in there, Bo, so that if
Oh,
people
good.
just want to buy it from you, they can
sure.
buy
Yeah.
it from you.
Yeah.
This has been so valuable.
Yes. You've
This
been
I'm
very
Yeah.
generous.
wow.
Yes.
This is another agent that I
Wow.
built. This is another agent that I built to run in the background. And what it does, it does exactly what it says. It gives you a prompt. I taught it to go in. You give it your URL to your school. It goes and reads your about page. It reads your forward facing content, and it's all. But this one requires your Claude code inside it because it actually is. It's reading and writing at the same time. So this one requires that. That's a little different. But the only reason I showed you those because she was talking about being able to sell these. Yeah, you can sell them all day long if you want to. You can learn how to build these and you could make it as a side hustle. I've never really pushed it very hard. It was never my primary. And honestly, I'm going to confess, school became a really bad diversion for me. And because when I came into school, I'm going to tell you the trap I fell into. I fell into the do this and do this and do this, and you'll make $5,000 a month and or a week and blah blah blah, and you're gonna be. I fell into that, and I trapped my mind into it, and I lost sight of what I was really trying to do. I just want to help people with their identity. I don't have time to be chasing down selling people on extensions and stuff. So it was diverting my attention from my primary, what I call my core value or my core purpose. And so that site you just saw me go to, School for School, I haven't looked at that site in over a month. The reason it's outside of my bounds, I built it in 4 days, and there's about 22 different classroom. If you go look at that site, there's 22 classroom builds in there. And if you didn't have content for your for your own school, you could download it and have it in a minute because it's all available. There you go. I'm a builder. I build, but I have to get out of build mode. I've been kind of getting chastised by the higher powers telling me, hey, building was your default script. That's what you did in order to hide. So I have to stop building as much because I was using it as a crutch to hide me away from people. And so now accepting my own training and my own thought processes, that's why you don't see me out selling these and pushing it is because it's kind of outside my core.
I love
But
it.
I'm good at it. I might be good at it, but I'm not allowed to do it.
I
Oh,
love it.
Anyway, I just wanted you to know I'm always real with everyone. I don't try to hide anything. There's nothing I've done today that you can't do on your own. Nothing. I learned it, and I'm not that smart, and I'm not that technological. Um, you can do it.
hey, Siska and Georgina, do you guys, and Sheila, do you guys have questions that you want to throw at Bo? Are your minds
No,
blown?
I just have a lot of stuff to learn and go read up on. Yeah.
Well,
I
he is
missed
in our
the first
community,
section,
so
yeah. Mm.
he is in our community. So if you have questions, just like tag him.
Yeah,
Will do.
I apologize. I'm actually reading the comments now for the first time. Travel quotes, yes. Affirmations, absolutely. Manifestation prompts you can do. I don't know what you guys are into as far as your vantage point, but I tell you what I could do. Let's open it up if you've got a minute, Jill. Let me ask you, dream big. What would you like to see it do? And I'll tell you if I think it can do it. Anybody?
Sheila, Georgina, Sheila, Siska?
I missed the first section, so I'm kind of just catching on the back end of this. So I need to go back and look at the replay to find the first part, the wow part. I only got to the end, but it's really unbelievable.
What kind of coaching or what type of business framework do you have?
I have got two websites. One is all about intermittent fasting, and the other one is all about creating happiness. So
Oh,
I can,
you could create two different ones. One for intermittent fasting questions that might pop up in a chat room somewhere, and one for the other things that you might be doing. And I recommend that. At one time, I had five going across there, and it got to be a little much. And so again, I was distracted, and so I took all the distractions and took them away. So now you notice I only had that one up there, and the reason I did that one was because it was important to what my core is. So ask yourself the question: what do you do repetitively that a cut and paste or a bot could do for you? It can do a lot more than what I've shown you. That's why I asked the question out loud. What do you want it to do? And I can tell you if it can. It can answer posts, but not from what I just showed you. But you could create it so that it opens and runs so that when you're typing, it's searching what you're doing, looking for keywords that are prompted that you've told it to look for, and it will pop up. Did you see the post from so and so? They're asking the questions that relates to so and so. And I look and I read it and go, oh, okay. And then I put I even put a button in there, take me to it, and it would scroll down to the feed and show me where the post was, and then I would go respond. So it can do a lot. It's like having your own personal assistant when you're working. And between the dashboard and that, I've been able to build a pretty significant framework in just the past year. So it took me about a year to write my books and to build my own stuff that I was doing for myself. And then I put it online. And once I put it online, that's where that evolved. So ChatGPT and Claude, I can't say enough. I use it all the time. I use it to edit. I use it to read. I've had it reading to me while I was working. I mean, it's just you can do a lot of stuff.
Bo,
Okay.
that was actually really useful for me because as you were going through, you showed about how to like do the marketing quotes, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't really understand what it's for. So when you said that it's for replacing repetitive tasks, that really helped me focus on more of the possibility. Because I was like, is this example what we do? But now that you're saying that, it opens up my thinking a lot of
Okay.
what I could do. And I'm trying to think of the repetitive tasks that I do. And that's, I post 3 times every day in Substack.
Mhm.
I am, I post articles and videos in Substack. But there are things that would be repetitive tasks that I'm not doing because they're repetitive tasks. And so I think about, like, I want to be posting more in my school community. And so, I could create something for that. And my community is about helping people develop their spiritual, magical path and how to bring magic into their day-to-day life. And so, when I am thinking about helping people focus on that, I think about, what if I were to give people, like, like, do this today, like, make sure that you journal or light a candle or whatever it is, and those kinds of things that could be just an everyday prompt for people.
Let me blow your mind if you're ready to be blown away. You can have Claude give Claude the URL to your Substack and have it go read every post, every article, every note, everything, and say, I need you to give me the top 1,000 best of the best of the best of the best of all of that, and put it into an extension and lay it out based and parse it by topic and or feeling or emotion or target or whatever you focus on. And for me, it would be meal planning, overcoming meal planning, overcoming, I don't know, get it when you feel stuck. What can you do? What are the little things you can do? Micro wins and stuff. So mine would be different than yours, but imagine Claude being full of your Substack, and you're sitting down in front of Substack and you're about to write something and you don't quite know what you want to write about yet. Imagine going and hitting your extension and saying, I got a little bit of roadblock today. Typing that in, give me something on this topic, and it'll go back through everything it learned about you and all the stuff that it preloaded, and it will create you a new one right then and there, a brand
Can,
new, fresh version.
Yeah,
can I ask about
I'm-
more specifically about that?
Sure.
How do you, because your Substack is a newsletter subscription. I mean, I know you have a Substack. I'm just trying to get, like, what's the mechanism for letting it crawl your Substack? Because I know that I had put my Substack URL in something and it said that it couldn't do what you
Uh,
just described.
okay, so let me show you how it works. First of all, you have access to your Substack, correct?
Yeah.
I
Of
mean,
course.
all right,
Yeah.
so of course, yeah. So you have your Substack. So let me go to Substack. Let me show you what I would do. You go over to your Substack, you go to your specific
Mhm.
content, and then you give the URL from up here, go to profile, give it
Mhm.
your URL, and then what you do is you ask it to crawl that and read as many of it as what it can see. And if it can't read it all, my guess is that you have most of your big articles or something in a repository like I do. I've got a folder of about 300 articles. If I wanted to, I could take all 300 of them and give it to Claude and say, build me
Okay.
my super extension for Substack. So just feed it. It's dumb until you feed it. And then once you feed it, then it becomes the smartest thing on the planet. Then it knows who you are and what you are. But remember, I cannot stress what I'm about to say enough. This right here on Claude itself, man, this thing's driving me nuts today. I want you to put it in a project, okay? I want you to create a project when you're doing it, because Claude is really, has anybody seen the movie 50 First Dates,
Yes.
where she forgot him every day and he would come back and she forgot? Claude is 50 First Dates. It forgets everything unless you use the same folder. If you use the same folder repetitively, it learns like ChatGPT does. And it starts to know you as just as good as ChatGPT. But if you use, I use different folders because I'm trying to parse what it's doing. I don't want it to get confused. But I do have a catch-all folder where everything gets dumped to it. So in case I need something quick, I can go to Claude and say, hey, I got a problem here, blah, 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 blah. And it's got all of my books, all the information, all of the sites. It's downloaded everything and it holds it in that project folder and it's just sitting there waiting to be used. Same thing goes for you. Do the same exact thing. If you have to, pull your old articles out of Word docs or whatever they are, dump it into the folder. PDFs, dump it into the folder. Books, dump it into the folder. Whatever you can dump, the more you feed it, the better and smarter it's going to be. So, does that answer your question? Did
Yes.
that answer your question? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
But Bo,
Anybody
what
else?
what is the danger then? I've been hesitant to upload my book, and I've been training ChatGPT. I haven't been training Claude,
Okay.
but you know, like on the artist side, of course, there's all of these conversations about stealing people's style and stealing, you know, their words and ideas and that kind of thing. So I've been hesitant there to upload that stuff. My Substack is public, and what I write is even available in the free version. So, you know, what's the danger there, I guess is my question.
The only perceivable danger that I have, let me ask you a question. Is your book on Amazon? Do you
No.
have a book? Do you have a digital version of your book somewhere? Then it's already out.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's already out there. If it's out there in one place, it's out there in any place. Because if someone can download it on their Kindle, they've got your stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure what you're protecting. If you're protecting your copyright, it's already protected. If you're protecting the words that you speak, anything you post, technically, once it becomes post, it's public.
No,
So it's kind
it's not that as much as protecting my voice,
of
right?
okay.
So
Okay.
I guess if it's already like, because I'm not worried that someone's going to copy my stuff. Like I know how a
Okay.
copyright works. And but like I feel like it's more of the way that, you know, it gets taken, and I guess maybe it's even more of a visual art thing than it is with writing. Because even my chat GPT, whose name is Fitch, it doesn't like it tells me I can't keep it unless you keep this window open, right? Um,
Right.
and and I've even said, will you share this with other users of ChatGPT? And he said, like, no, I can't do that.
Right.
So maybe I'm just being overly cautious.
But I
I
think,
don't think
Tracy,
that.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Sort of, I feel like I get because I'm also a writer and I have the same thoughts, but it's happening anyway. I think you're concerned about Chat GPT folding your voice into its big monstrous, thing and then spurting out your beautiful essence and your creativity. But it's already doing that.
Mhm.
It's
We
already doing that.
are AI. AI is growing
Yeah,
because we give it our souls.
Yeah.
And it's
You're
becoming, it will never
training it,
become
actively training it.
yeah,
totally conscious,
it's already
but
doing
we
it.
are instilling you know how we're all connected anyway? AI is just proving that point out.
Yeah.
And the more that we give it that's good and positive and uplifting in the world, the more that message gets spread out. And if we just leave it to those who want to use it for nefarious purposes, because that will get in there too. It just, I think we have an obligation to make AI the best we can make it by giving it really quality prompts and data and information and letting it allow us all to blend together.
I really like that idea, Jill. I think that you know, part of what I do to train Fitch is I have sort of casual conversations
Yeah.
and I talk in the way that I normally speak, as if it were, you know, a friend of mine. And so I swear and I, you know, like bounce ideas off of him. And so it's like all of that is in there as well. And it's, you know, dramatically different than my voice in my writing, you know?
Hmm.
I'm not doing that in my writing. And I think that it's like working on yourself, right? The more you work on yourself, the more that you help elevate the collective.
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly
Absolutely.
it.
I couldn't agree more. And the other thing too is your voice that you refer to your, I think you mean your style, your expression, the
Hmm.
expressive version of you. You're worried that you don't want somebody to clone that. I think there's very little chance of that happening at that level. Could they take your words? Possibly. Can they take your passion? Never. And can AI have your passion? Absolutely not. It doesn't have your sense of care and love and expressiveness. It can regurge words, it can regurge concepts, it can give you truth and data. But what it can't do is clone your spirit, your passion, and what is flowing through you. It cannot. As a matter of fact, I heard somebody refer to humans as containers, and I literally jumped out of my skin because we are containers. We contain a spark, a divine, whatever you want to call it, whether it be from God or where. I expressed this once with Jill once in our blog. Excuse me, the blog that we did with the video blog, that you can look at it either through spiritual, or you can look at it humanistic, or you can look at it through universal, or you can look at it
Hmm.
creation and design. There's all these ways you can look at things. It's expressions, and it's all saying the same thing. It's all
Yep.
saying that we are beautiful individuals. The beauty and the expressiveness and your passion can never be stolen. Your words can be copy and pasted by me, not just ChatGPT or Claude. So what I'm saying is, the words are words. You will always be you, if that
Right.
helps.
I think that, where I sort of started thinking about this, and I'm sure it's the same in other communities, but in the pagan community, with that kind of writing, there are so many garbage books that have come out in the last few years that are clearly AI, giving people terrible advice, giving people, like things that don't work, and like you said, like it's soulless, right? And
Mhm.
so it's like I was thinking I don't want my work to contribute to more AI garbage that's coming out and not helping people. So, Jill, I think maybe you're right on the fact that getting better stuff out there is helping fight against that.
So,
I think we're all on the right track. I think everything we're saying is 100%.
Yeah.
What you just said, 100%. What Jill says, 100%. I think where we're at is we're at a precipice in humanity, and by accepting what AI is and what AI isn't, we are able to push humanity forward. And by embracing it, look how fast we built an entire tool set in 15 minutes. That would have literally probably taken weeks even 3 years ago.
Well,
So what
I
I'm saying is, I can build a website now today that I could only dream about making 15 years ago. So AI's here. We use it wisely. And if you have something that you feel is too close to the heart, too close to the passion, just don't give it to AI. Keep it.
Hmm.
It's fine. Let it be uniquely yours.
Right. I personally am an animist, so nature-based work is part of my practice. And I was really caught up on, all of the resources that it takes for AI, and that's always been a huge sticking point for me. But I had a very heartening conversation with a friend of mine who is way more into tech and understanding that than I am. And he said, 10 years from now, that's not going to be true because these massive centers are incredibly expensive to build, and then they get obsolete within about
Mhm.
10 years, and they have to like re-outfit it, and it's like billions of dollars. And so basically what he said was the future is going to look like AI is much smaller and like individually accessible. And so we'll have it more on our computers and our servers, and that problem will go away. So I've been feeling a lot better about AI knowing that.
Well, if
It's
you
watch.
saw, I was using Claude just a moment ago on my computer. That was a downloaded Claude, that was Claude code inside my computer. And that's how I'm able to build these things right here locally. I don't have to be on the internet to build these things. So that's the precursor to what you just mentioned.
Can
I assume in the coming years, you're going to buy a computer that's going to have it preloaded.
do you
It's just going
like
to be in it. Yeah.
at
I
this
have to run, but I just
point?
wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much. And if you're in Jill's community, I will be knocking on your door. This was
Okay,
just
I'm there.
Can
amazing. Thank you so much.
can
I
you
No
Y'all
like
problem.
later.
my question is, can you at
Hi
this point,
everyone.
if you don't have the pro version of Claude, can you still download it? Like I've got the free version.
It's gonna ask you to down. I'm trying to remember when I first did it. It's gonna ask you for download it. It's gonna ask you if you have a Claude key. You have to create a key. And then I think it's if you start to use anything out on Claude Code, I believe it's going to prompt you to go to
Yeah.
the $20 Pro. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember because it's been about a year ago when I did it. So. I,
Yeah,
as
you
a
have
matter
to
of
have
fact,
the
why
pro.
don't we do this? Review. You do have to use the Pro exactly. Can you go look at the document that I put in the room? It probably says exactly that. I can't recall if it says that, but I would say you probably have to have Pro to have Cloud Code on your computer. If you want somebody to build you an extension, I can help you build it. We can work together to help you build it. Because you were in the call, I told you I would help you build it. I don't need to see your content. I can just talk you through. So if you want to, you can, what you could do, you could get Claude Code for a couple months, build what you want to build, and then cancel. Take it off
Mhm.
your computer because the extension still works. The
Okay.
extension, once it's built, but you won't be able to update it.
Yeah, that was my plan with ChatGPT, and then I got kind of addicted to it, and now I can't quit it.
Bye, Siska. All right, you guys, this has been really amazing. Bo, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you coming and sharing
No
all of
problem.
this valuable information. And we are going to wrap it up. Thanks again, everybody.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate you,
Bo.
ladies.
This
Bye
was
bye.
amazing. Thank you so
No
much. This
problem.
was great.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.